And again, a very good Sunday morning, and thanks for joining us on the show. I'm hoping you're enjoying your weekend right now. As I said earlier, we've got a great show in store for you today. A lot of great things that are happening in and around the Rio Grande Valley. First on the show, we're going to be talking to the folks from Vamos about what it is that they do. Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about banking on education. I've got two experts on the show today who can tell us all about what it is that Vamos is all about and banking on education. On the show today, we have Albert Chapa and Edna DeSaro. Thank you guys both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Glad to be here, Alan.
Yeah. So first of all, before we start talking a little bit about banking on education, let's first of all talk about what it is that Vamos is all about. What is your mission statement?
You know, Vamos was established in 1996 by a group of business and civic leaders in the valley, you know, where they needed to find, or what they were looking for was to try to help higher education or help students, you know, achieve their higher education. And so that's where it started in '96. Today we're here 20 years later.
Yeah.
You know, our program is a $20,000 scholarship. It's a renewable scholarship that we give to deserving students here in the valley. And over the last 20 years, we've had about 624 students gone through the program.
Wow.
We have about 200 in the pipeline right now. And over the last 20 years, we've done about $12.5 million in scholarships.
That's unbelievable. Now, how many scholarships are you able to hand out per year?
You know, you're looking at probably between 70 and 80. Last year, I think or this past go around, we had 80 students that went through the program. You know, the scholarships, you can use the funds at any university in the United States.
Wow.
You know, we do have some partnership with some local universities. You know, UTRGV, we've got the University of Houston. We are working with a couple of other universities right now to partner up with them. But we have students, you know, at MIT, we've got some at Columbia, we've got some at A&M, UT, all over the nation. It's a great organization. And what makes us a little bit different than a lot of the other scholarships is we have a mentoring program.
Right.
That the student, as they enter college, we'll pair them up with another student to kind of help guide them, because a lot of our students are first year students, or let me back up, our first generation college students. A lot of them, the parents don't have the ability or don't know how to guide their students. So what we'll do the first couple years is pair them up with a student, with another college student, and then in their last couple of years, we'll pair them up with with someone that's in the same field of their studies. So if they're going to the medical field, we'll pair them up with a doctor. If they're going into law, we'll pair them up with an attorney, you know, or if they're a banker, or going into a banking field, we'll pair them up with a banker. And we have found that this has been really what has helped our scholars. We have about a 97% success rate. You know, so it's been a very good formula for us.
You know, we've had a few people on the show previously who have gone through the program and received the scholarships, and they come back and they work here in the Valley, whether that be at Doctor's Hospital at Renaissance, but they say, you know, it's amazing. So obviously Vamos is very dedicated to education and helping the students here in the Valley. Now let's talk a little bit about banking on education, because I know this is very important as well. And talk about banking on education, what it's all about.
You know, banking on education started off with Vamos going out, knocking on the door of financial institutions across the valley and asking not only for sponsorships, such as Plains Capital Bank and Lone Star National Bank. We have many other financial institutions across the valley, and we're so grateful. Lone Star has been part of Vamos since 1997.
Wow.
And we're very proud of that, because starting with our chairman of the board and our board of directors, they firmly believe that education is the key to success. I can tell you, as a first generation college student, my education is exactly what opened up many doors for me in my career year to date. And, you know, and I can tell you that I've served as a mentor to Vamos students, and it's been wonderful. It's so great to hear that students from the Rio Grande Valley are getting to go to schools like Columbia and MIT and UT and A&M, and they're so worthy of being supported, you know, and as an institution, we're really proud of being a part of Vamos, because we actively promote financial literacy. We work with the students of Vamos in helping them understand what the importance of being financially sound means, and being smart with your money, and how that is going to carry on into your professional life and part of your career once you're out of school and you're working. So I challenge all financial institutions to really team up with Vamos in helping us educate our students. Not only the Vamos Vamos students, but even students across the valley, going out into schools, going and presenting about what Money Smart is. As an institution, we're also helping sell tickets. As you know, there's an annual golf tournament and there's a raffle, and there's like amazing prizes. I'm talking about out of this world prizes. And so we're selling tickets at all of our financial institutions across the valley. We're selling raffle tickets, and I'd like to again challenge all banks across the valley to team up with Vamos and sell tickets. These tickets are $100, and I'm telling you, the prizes are out of this world. You can win a car for $100.
Yeah, I mean,
it is just
it doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't get any better than that. And they're beautiful vehicle options that you have. And so again, we are so humbled by the support that we get in the community, the organization Vamos, because every year we seem to just raise the bar.
Right.
So.
And you are just a few of the financial providers here in the Valley who are partnered with Vamos, Lone Star National, of course, Plains Capital. There are several other banking institutions that are also paired up as well. Now, I found it very important and kind of interesting how you said, you want to make sure that these kids, they know financial literacy. And because a lot of kids, when they graduate from school, they get into debt right away. Some of them, they can't pay off that debt because they haven't really planned for it. So I'm assuming that both your banks and several other financial institutions, they're also, hey, if you want to pay off that debt, start paying it while you're in school, maybe get that job as well. So I guess you're kind of focusing on that too.
Yeah, it's really important for these college students to understand that, because some of them may graduate with some student loan debt, no doubt. If they're going to Columbia, we all know $20,000 doesn't get you that far, okay? Matter of fact, going to any college nowadays, going to college can be expensive. So it's important for students to understand that once they graduate, they must be money smart so that they can be organized, pay off their student loans. That is very important. And we educate them on that. We want them to understand that once they're out of school, they've got to pay that debt and balance their budgets so that they can also be able to have a nice lifestyle, be able to provide for themselves and their families. And a lot of these students, they graduate from college and they're saying, Edna, I'm getting credit card applications in the mail and I don't even have a job yet. And it's scary, So we have to just teach them, and coach them. A lot of these students are first-generation college students, just like I was. And so what he says really resonates with me in the sense that my parents didn't know, couldn't guide me on what college life was going to be. And so a lot of these students need that guidance. And I really firmly believe that as leaders in the community, as well as financial institutions, we can provide that support to them.
Real quickly, Albert, let's talk about the golf tournament they have coming up next year. It's obviously a big one. Real quickly, let's talk about that.
We got the golf tournament that's happening on March the 4th. It's our annual fundraiser. Our goal this year is to raise $1 million.
All right.
And so we're really excited about it. It's at Palmview Golf Course in McAllen on Ware Road. We are already signing up teams. So if you're interested, if your business or you as an individual are interested, please give us a call so we can get you set up. We are still looking for sponsors. We are looking for volunteers. If you want to help out anyway, we would love to have you help us. And just contact us.
I would like to. I do golf. I'm still working on my PGA Tour card for the last 16 years. But yeah, I golf.
Even if you don't golf, we want you to come. We want you to experience the event. Matter of fact, we want to invite the community to come and see the event for themselves. Learn about how so many leaders in the community come together and make this goal happen. I mean, I'm not kidding you. $1 million will happen.
Oh yeah,
we've been pretty darn close.
Yeah, that's right. Last year I think you were pretty close. The year before you were really close.
And it's a premier tournament.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and a lot of fun too.
There's a lot of
First
fun.
class.
First class.
And again, the door prizes, just the mulligans, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's amazing.
It's a lot of fun for sure. And you're also helping out a lot of the kids here in the Valley as well with their education. So, hey, I want to thank you guys both so much for being on the show on this Sunday morning. Keep up the great work, banking on education, of course, with Vamos, with helping the kids here in the Valley achieve their educational goals. We posted some information there, folks, on your screen about Vamos, what they're all about. You can go check them out, vamosscholars.org, or call this number, 956-800-4085. Thanks again for being on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And folks, don't go anywhere on this Sunday morning, because when we come back, it's that time of year again when the United Blood Services need blood donations. Don't go anywhere.